You've probably seen a whole lot of spaghetti models lately in the news and on the weather. Well, what's a spaghetti model? It's essentially a bunch of models put together on a map, and all of them have a different idea of where the storm may end up going, and some are better models than others. But let's take, for instance, Katrina, August 29, 2005. It made landfall in southeast Louisiana. But look at the different model ideas. Some thought it would be across central Louisiana. Some thought it would be near the border of Alabama and Mississippi. Notice how it essentially went through right in the middle of all of those model ideas. Let's take a more recent example. Irma. It made landfall, well, in several places, but in particular, it made landfall in the Florida Keys as a Category 4 hurricane. And look at all these different spaghetti models. Some of them are just awful and are just way out to sea, literally. And other ones have a pretty good idea. The more clustered your spaghetti models are together, generally the more confidence the forecaster may have in that forecast altogether. Not always, but that's what lends us to believe it. So the tighter the spaghetti models are together, the more confidence overall the computer has. The more widespread they are, the less confidence we have. And unfortunately, we're at the low confidence end right now with Hurricane Florence.